Hey ladies, I am so excited to be here with you today to talk about getting over fear and taking risks. This is going to be a really quicker for than what I would normally do. This is something I could talk about all day long, but I really want to make it where you guys can walk away with a ton of good knowledge and come back and watch it. So if you guys are jumping on, make sure that you drop a 1 if you're live, drop a 2 if you're watching the replay. I want to touch really quick and remind you, ladies, don't forget about the $100 giveaway. I am giving away $100 to everyone who is in the challenge and every week posts something that they learned on Instagram and tags me. My Instagram is at Alexandra Marie Hogg, and then hashtags it where mindset meets strategy. I'm so excited to see you guys today. I hope you're all having an amazing, amazing day. So we're going to jump right into this, you guys. I'm not going to waste any time because I really want to get into this. I know this is a topic that all of us pretty much struggle with, right? So we are going to be going over anxiety in business, anxiety going live, anxiety talking to people, getting outside your comfort zone in your business, right? And so, oh my gosh, Jennifer, you're so sweet. It's just lipstick. That's the only thing that fixed this. So we're going to talk about this stuff, right? So who here struggles with anxiety in their business or fear, right? I'm pretty sure all of us. You can give me a heart, thumbs up, emoji. I don't really care. If you struggle with it, drop a comment. This is to see how many of us really struggle, right? And if somebody doesn't drop a comment, I think that you're lying. Because I feel like we all struggle with this, right? Like, no matter where you're at in your business, there's always that fear of, you always get that little nervous of like, oh, what if this happens? What if I make it? What if I don't make it? What if I, right? We ask ourselves these questions. So the thing is, right, is no one wants to sabotage themselves. No one goes into business and is like, I'm going to let fear destroy my business. No one does that, right? None of us go in with that mindset. All of us go in with excitement, and that's if we go in, right? Then we might hold ourselves back. We might not even start our business because we might be too scared to start our business, right? That fear is fear of failure, fear of other people, right? We all kind of struggle with this fear of what other people are going to think. Well, what if I go live and what if I choke? What if I look like an idiot? What if I talk to that person and I totally fail? What if I go into business and it doesn't work out and all my friends judge me? What if I do this? What if I do that? What are people going to think? Right? That's our fear. Our fear is of failure and what other people think. Who cares? You're not going to die, right? Like, you're not going to die. As an entrepreneur, you are not going to die chasing your dreams. Like, you would stop before the time came where you're like not making any money, you're poor, you can't feed yourself. Like, those would never come, right? Like, you would stop. I would hope that you would stop before, that you wouldn't sacrifice yourself for your business. No one's gonna like chase you down and break into your house and like kill you because you decided to join a direct sales business and go live, right? So we have to put this in our mind, like, the worst thing that could happen, right? Like, if that's death, like, that's not going to happen, right? You might go on and you might choke. You might go live and you might stumble over your words, right? That's okay. You can delete it, right? That's the great thing about social media. You can delete it, number one. Number two, what if you don't? So we often sit here and ask ourselves, what if I choke? What if I fail? What if you succeed? What if you get on and it is a blast? Like, what if you get on and you have fun? What if you get on it and you make a huge sale? What if you talk to that person and they sign up and then all of a sudden you are a huge rank in the company and super high up? What if you help empower someone? What if you talk to someone and you change their lives by making them feel better? Instead of looking at all the things that could go wrong, I want you to ask yourself, what could go right? What could work for me? What could be positive? It's really about shifting your mindset and being like, instead of asking yourselves like, what are all these things that could go wrong? How can I fail? Ask yourself the total opposite. What if you succeed? What if you go live? What if you talk to that person? What if you take that risk and it changes your life, right? Tony Robbins often talks about the rocking chair test. So the chair test is when you're 90 years old and you're sitting in your rocking chair and you look back at your life, do you want to sit there and be like, man, I didn't take risks and I let fear control me. Or do you want to sit there and be like, I took so many leaps. I totally went outside of my comfort zone and I got to enjoy the richness of life and I got to enjoy the goodness of life that came with taking risks. Which one do you want to be? And which one are you going to let control you and dictate your life? We need to teach ourselves to use our brain and not let our brain use you. It's an amazing thing when you start to control your thoughts in your mind. And I'm just going to give you a quick example. And this is just a personal thing for me. So I have what's called trigeminal neuralgia. They actually call it the suicide disease because it's so painful. People tend to just often kill themselves because there's really no cure for it except for brain surgery. I got this by getting dental work done. They hit my nerve in my face, and I will tell you, I have passed out from the pain. It is excruciating. And so I really struggled with it, with my mindset and fear of is it gonna break out? Is my face gonna start hurting? The pain comes on suddenly. So I've struggled with this often. And sorry, I'm getting emotional over this one because this one is something that I've had for a few years. I feel blessed because in this journey of learning to control my mind, right? And in this journey of creating successful habits and in this journey of learning to be the one that controls my mind and not let my mind control me, I have seen so much healing in my face. And it's very interesting to me because when my pain starts to break out, I just choose to say no. Whereas before I'd panic and I'd shut down and I'd let the pain take over and I'd get sad and I'd get down on myself and I'd be like, oh my gosh, like what did I do to deserve this, right? Now, instead I'm like, no, my face is healed. I feel good. I'm not going to let this pain take over me and I'm not going to let it ruin my day. And I've seen crazy changes. And I'm not sitting here saying this is like some magical potion to heal all your ailments, but I'm saying that instead of letting it cripple me and instead of like curling up in a ball and being terrified for the day because I'm afraid that I'm going to be in so much pain that I can't handle it, I have decided to say, no. My face feels good and my nerves are healing and it is going to be good. It's going to be a good day and I'm thankful that my nerves are healing, right? So it doesn't just affect your fear of business. It doesn't just affect your fear of all these other things. It affects your health. It can affect your relationships. It can affect all these things once you start to learn to control your mind and once you start to push past fear and once you start to say, fear is an emotion, right? And I'm going to choose not to have that fear. And even if I have that fear, I'm just going to go through with it anyways. I'm just going to push through it anyways because I am looking for success opportunities. I am looking for joy. I am looking for good things. And so I don't care. I'm not going to let fear stop me. I'm going to push through anyways and see what happens, right? You need to teach yourself to be more fearful of not taking action than taking action. Because the thing is okay, like what if you fail? Well, what if you don't fail? You know, and you should take your mind and say, if I don't take this action, I'm scared I'm going to miss all these amazing opportunities. And if I don't do this one thing, I'm scared that I'm just going to be here forever and I'm never going to make it. Are you more afraid of not making it and living an average life? Are you more afraid of taking your risks? These are things to ask yourself when you're in the midst of this. Do you really want to end up living just like an average lifestyle, working a 9 to 5, you know, for the rest of your life, trying to pay off a house, you know, working to make your mortgage payments and your car payments and struggling with money maybe, or, you know, these things. I ask myself this all the time. That's the reason I became an entrepreneur. I was like, I don't want someone else to be in control of my income. I am more scared of working for someone else for the rest of my life and someone else being in control of my income than taking risks and seeing potential blessings poured out in my bank and into other women's banks. Like, I'm going to go with this route. So I'm more afraid of an average lifestyle than I am a failure. And that's again, you have to train your mind to get to that place, right? And I don't want you guys to settle. I don't want you to be so controlled by fear that you settle for a life that you don't want, right? It is definitely a mindset shift when you're starting to work with this, but it is so worth it, you guys. And it can be one thing at a time. It doesn't have to be overnight, right? It can just be one thing at a time. Just recognizing, okay, what's one thing that scares you? What's one thing that you're afraid of? Go do it. Go, like, after this video, go do it. If you're afraid of going live, I know a lot of women have been talking about that. That's why I keep referencing that. But it's like, if you're afraid of going live, plan a night this week that you're going to go live. And if you're nervous, have someone jump on with you. Like, Tell your mom, hey, I'm going live. Can you get on and comment? Tell your upline, your friends, say, I'm going to go live tonight and I'm kind of scared. Can you be there so that I'm not by myself, right? And make it fun. Like, make it something fun that you are going to enjoy. Like, you can be funny. You can, if your brand, if like your brand is like a mom, right? I did a video where it was like every person who made a purchase got to pick an egg, right? There was 12 eggs. They got to pick an egg. Some were hard boiled and some were soft. And for every if they got a soft egg, right? They placed an order, picked a number. If they got a soft egg, they got one thing. And if it was a hard boiled egg, they got a different thing. And my daughters took them and smashed them on my head. And it was a mess, but it was so much fun. There was nothing to be embarrassed about because I was intentionally making a fool of myself, right? And my kids got to participate. And that got me so many sales, so many people interacting. It was fun. I didn't have to worry about getting on and being like, I'm perfect. It was like, I'm a mess. My kids are involved. Like, it's crazy. And it was fun. So that's why I'm kind of like, your live videos don't have to be like perfect. You know what I mean? Embrace who you are and let people see that. And trust me, you guys, the first live videos I did, I would have my hand over the end live video button and I would have a bucket next to me in case I was going to throw up. So I'm not speaking from a place of like, I don't know what that's like. I'm speaking from a place of like, holy crap, you guys. I literally remember my first videos like having a bucket with me and trying not to pass out. And like, I was so awkward. And now I'm doing 30 days of live videos for you ladies. Like, it's just a matter of doing it and it becoming normal, right? It's creating a habit. Somebody said this the other day and I was like, this is amazing. Failure is a lesson. Success is a lesson applied. So the thing is like, we're going to fail. We're human, right? We're going to fail. And that's okay. You need to get okay and comfortable with failure, especially as an entrepreneur. What you also need to get comfortable with is learning from those failures and applying them so that you can be successful, right? So every time I like mess up or every time I'm like, oh man, that was not great. Like if I make a mistake, I'm like, okay, now I know not to make that mistake and I'm going to keep learning and I'm going to move forward. And next time I'm not going to make that mistake, right? Next time I'm going to know better. Don't do that, right? And I'm going to keep pushing. Whereas a lot of people, they fail and then they're like, I'm done. I'm never going to make it. And it's like the amount of people that hit these milestones and being an entrepreneur and quit, there's less competition, right? And I'm not saying, oh, we need to compete. I'm really against competition. I'm really against competing. But it's like, you're trying to make it to the top, right? Like a lot of people don't make it to the top because they're like, they hit that failure and they're like, I can't do it. They hit the next failure, more people drop off. They hit the next failure, more people drop off. Don't be that person, you guys. Keep pushing, keep learning, keep growing, right? Success and failure is a result of habits. So your habits really depend. Like, are you going to succeed or are you not going to succeed? It's really, where are you at? Are you creating habits that lead to success? That's why I'm doing this 30-day challenge, you guys. And that's why I talked so much about mindset and habits and morning routines and all of these things and taking care of yourself. Because to me, from my journey of being an entrepreneur and launching a couple businesses and having them be successful and learning, falling down and scraping my knees and growing, like, I want you to know that your habits truly will dictate your success. If your habit is, well, I sleep until 9 and then I just kind of get up and do whatever I want. And then like, I just, like you just don't have good habits. And you're like, okay, well, you really have to fight you have to fight and use decision energy to make a choice of, am I going to work or not? But if it's a habit, if it's like, I work from this time to this time, I do this, I take care of myself, this is how my schedule is, this is what my life looks like, this is how I work, right? You have successful habits in place, you will have a successful life. And when I say successful, that means more joy, it means less stress, it means more money, it means a better thriving business. And I'm not saying success in entrepreneurship is easy and that you're going to work less and it's going to be sunshine and rainbows. Like, there's seasons where you're going to have to work hard. Like, we're talking long days. There's going to be those seasons, right? But there's going to be the days where you have systems in place and your business is running really smoothly and you're able to just kind of work with it and keep that income coming in, and it gives you so much freedom. Sometimes with fear and taking that risk, you don't have to feel good to do it. You just have to train your mind to do it, right? Sometimes pushing through fear is like, you don't want to do it. And you're like, this does not feel good. Like, I feel like I'm going to throw up and pass out, and like my face is red and I kind of want to die. Like, if you're trying to talk to someone about your business in Target, I may be referencing that because I may have been through this. I have been like wanting to die in these moments where I'm like, I cannot believe I'm talking to this person. I'm so embarrassed. I'm so humiliated. Oh my gosh, I'm going to die. I'm going to throw up. Making a fool of myself, right? But the thing is, it's like, I did it. And I have done it enough over and over and over that my brain knows fear is not holding me back. And this is coming from someone who had PTSD, agoraphobia, was on Xanax, on all kinds of medications to control my fear and my anxiety. I have literally gone, it's not like I'm speaking from a place of like, anxiety would control me. Like, it would be debilitating. I would be in bed curled in a ball and my husband would be like, how can I help? And I'd be like, I'm dying. The world's coming crashing. We're going to die. Everyone's dying. The world's going to come to an end. Like, we're dying. Like, I couldn't even communicate that, but I would feel that inside of me. So when I say, you just sometimes have to do it and be like, well, I really hope I don't throw up. That would suck. Like, and you just do it anyways. It gets easier every single time. You're like, oh, I didn't die or throw up last time. I can do this again. And you just train your mind to be like, we're doing this. We're doing it. Whether you like it or not, we're doing it. And then the fear starts to pull back, right? Then the fear becomes less and less. And then it becomes more normal to you and it becomes more of a natural habit to you. So when these things happen, instead of asking yourself, when an opportunity presents itself, right? Or you think of an opportunity, don't ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Ask yourself, what is the best that could happen? Train your mind to see the best in the situation, not the worst, right? What is the best thing that could come from this? Try to see those things. The most successful people, you guys, they take risks and they take a lot of risk. High risk, high reward. There is risks when it comes to success. It's just, are you willing to take them? And if you're not, someone else will. So it's very, very important that we learn to take these risks and to be like, I don't care. I'm doing it. I'm going to do it. And I'm going to look for the best outcome and it is going to happen and it's going to be good, right? Another thing is feeling confident. Like, if you try to go live and you don't know what you're going to talk about, or you try to do something and you don't know what you're going to like talk to that person about. It's very important to know like your product, what you're selling, what you're about, who you are, all these things. And so that's why I talk often about personal development and incorporating personal development into what you're doing, because it is so important, you guys, that you are doing personal development in order to fill your mind with success and positive things. And if you're not filling your mind with success and positive things, then what are you filling your mind with? It's one of those things that I often talk about where I'm like, you need to surround yourself with positivity so that you can have a positive mind, right? So let's talk about the purpose of this stuff and the challenges that I'm going to give you. So I want to challenge you guys this week to do one thing that scares you. I want to challenge you guys this week to do something that makes you feel like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm going to throw up, I'm going to die. I want you to do it. And I want you to do it again. And I want you to keep doing it. I want you to keep doing things that scare you. I want you to keep pushing through your fear. I want you to pursue the things that scare the crap out of you, whatever that may be, right? If it is going live, then go live. Plan a day to go live this week, next week, the week after, and keep doing it. And you'll see it gets less scary each time. Make sure you plan your videos so that you can feel confident and you know what you're going to go live and what you're going to talk about. If talking to someone about your business scares you, go talk to people about your business. You'll see it gets less scary every single time. Also, you guys, I want to just briefly talk about this, and this is not necessarily like, I'm not saying, oh, because I'm a coach, I want to promote this, but I'm serious. You can shortcut your learning time by hiring someone. And that's one of the reasons I got into coaching was I wish I would have had a coach multiple times throughout my businesses to learn, like, oh my gosh. And I wish I would have some of the staff that I hired, I wish I would have had coaches for them so that they could teach them how to not make certain mistakes. Coaching to me is so important, and having mentoring. And that's why I'm doing this free 30 days is to mentor you guys and to teach you some of the things that I wish I would have known. But again, I'm telling you guys, having someone that has been through it that can shortcut your learning time, it's worth every single penny. It's worth every single penny, you guys. So that might be something else. If you're wanting to get coaching from me, you guys can send me a message. I do coaching programs for every single budget, but that's enough about that. So don't forget also, you guys, the $100 challenge. We are coming up on a week. So every week I'm having ladies post on Instagram. I kind of covered this in the beginning, post on Instagram, something they've learned this past week. Hashtag where mindset meets strategy. And then tag me at Alexandra Marie Hogg. Tag me and share with me what you're learning. I want to know what you guys are learning. I'm going to do a $100 giveaway for someone that completes the 30 days and does a post each week about what they're learning. You can do as many posts as you want or as little posts as you want. I'm going to go through and pick someone that's done all 4 weeks and do the $100 giveaway. Also, you guys, if you are looking to get coaching, I have 3 spots left next month for the development package, one of my smaller 30 days package. And I am enrolling for the elite package for October, and I have 4 spots open right now. So if you guys want to get some good coaching, you want to set up a call, talk about those options, feel free to send me a message or drop a comment and let me know that you would like to get some coaching going. And I love you guys. I hope this is valuable. Also, really quick, I'm going to organize these into units. I'm going to be changing the page, editing the page a little bit, putting them into units so it's a little bit easier for you ladies to find the videos and to go through them. I am also going to be taking all of this information and putting it into a document, and it's going to be totally free. I'm going to upload it on here probably next month at some point. So that way, for those of you who are like, I'm a paper learner, I do better with this stuff on paper. It's going to be on paper. I'm going to kind of take it all and put it into something for you guys to be able to read through and work through. And that way it's not just you have to watch all the live videos to get through it. So I hope that that's helpful. I love you ladies. I hope that you have an amazing Monday. I hope that this was helpful for you. Go do something that scares the crap out of you. Have a good one, you guys.